Okay, the next question is from Danimal3366 on Locals. Danimal says, with all of the illegals the Biden administration has allowed into our country, are you as concerned as some of us that there will soon be terrorist uprisings resulting in attacks or actions in our big cities around the country? Please give your thoughts on the matter. I have two answers to this, Danimal. The first one, let me bring up this statistic. We talked about this on the show earlier in the week, and I think I still have this statistic pulled up. Let me grab this. So the U.S. southern border is not secured right now. We know this. There's been, up until now, I believe over 150 people who have been apprehended by Border Patrol crossing our border who are suspects on the FBI's terror watch list. That's just through October of this year, just in the space of this 10 months. And those are only the people that Border Patrol has apprehended. Those are not the people who have gotten away, who have successfully crossed the border, evading our law enforcement. That should startle us all. Those are active suspects on the terror watch list. But in addition to that, there are, and this is reporting from Bill Malhusian, that in the last 2 years, special interest aliens, so the designation special interest alien means that they are individuals from countries that are known to sponsor and export terrorism. This is how many of these special interest aliens have come from Middle Eastern countries into the United States. These are the ones that have been apprehended. Again, not even the ones that have gotten away. From Syria, 538. From Yemen, 139. From Iran, 659. From Iraq, 123. From Afghanistan, 6,386. From Lebanon, 164. From Egypt, 3,153. From Pakistan, 1,613. From Uzbekistan, 13,624. And from Turkey, 30,830. So the first question is, am I worried that there is a vulnerability because our southern border is open, a vulnerability to terrorists crossing our border? Of course not. The numbers show it, but the numbers are only a tiny little fraction of the picture because they're a tiny fraction of who comes across the border. Yes, our enemies would be stupid not to infiltrate our country by coming across the southern border. And we all know this. It's one of the reasons why I found it so incredibly annoying when Joe Biden made his speech about Israel this week and talked about how much he supports Israel and he's going to stand by them and give them everything he needs, and how so many conservatives came out and said, oh, it's so nice that Joe Biden for once is on the right side of history saying these things. Well, no, he's not. He might be saying those words, but the words are empty because all of his policies have enabled Iran to fund Hamas to attack Israel, and his southern border policies are putting us at risk. The leaders of Hamas just this week have called for a, quote, day of rage, not just in Israel, but all around the world, including in the United States of America, a day of rage. When they say that phrase, day of rage, they're not talking about peaceful protests. They're talking about terror attacks inflicted on us on Friday, tomorrow. So yeah, we're vulnerable to a terror attack. Of course we are. And the reason for that isn't just that evil ideologies exist. Evil ideologies have always existed and will always exist. There's no way to eradicate evil. You just mitigate it and protect yourself from it. And the Joe Biden administration is not doing their due diligence on that. So yes, we are vulnerable.